we are here at the Los Angeles Auto Show looking at the interior of the 2010 Mustang and talking with the interior designer. Rob?
Yeah, I'm Robert Gilardi. I'm the senior designer for the 2010 Mustang interior. And you know, when we really started on this interior design, Mustang is a legend. It's an uninterrupted 45-year bloodline. So how do we do something that really honors our DNA? When I started on this interior design, there were three things that I wanted to do. Number one was to add a lot more shape and sculpture throughout all of the surfaces so that we had a cohesive relationship with the exterior sheet metal. The second thing that we wanted to do is each time we ran into a design challenge or a manufacturing or a packaging issue, when we came up with a solution, we wanted a solution that made it more of a Mustang and not less. We wanted to underscore the Mustang DNA.
Beautiful.
And number three, as you'll see when we sit down in the car, we wanted to dramatically improve the materials and the craftsmanship and fit and finish. So it all starts really with this new instrument panel and console, which is a thermoplastic foam and skin. So if you come over here, I'll step in here and do the Charmin test, you can actually see that this is a soft IP that goes all the way around genuine aluminum finish panels. There's no silver painted plastic here.
It's brilliant that you can touch it and it's not...
You can touch it and squeeze it, and
it feels great. It's not the hard plastic that you just sort of suffer through.
Right. You can see too that we've brought the soft material all the way down around the center stack to the console. And why did we do this? Well, we wanted to make sure that the driver, I mean, people drive these cars pretty fast around corners and they brace themselves with their knees.
Only if they're driving well.
So we wanted to give them a comfortable place to rest their driver's legs. So we wanted to make sure that this was done not only for appearance sake, but also for ergonomics and comfort.
And we actually, probably when we're sitting down in it, you can see that the handbrake is at a more comfortable level for a driver than the prior car. It was kind of high and it got in the way, and this one, when you sit in and drive.
I'm sorry, we not only shortened it, but we also gave it better materials as well. You can see that it's wrapped. It's got a nice boot over it, and it's got a chrome release handle. So it's another little detail accent that, again, is not only we did for functional reasons, but also for appearance reasons as well.
One of my favorite things about this interior is that you know it's a Mustang. You are not going to get in this car and think it's anything but a Mustang, but it's clean and it's modern and it's exciting and it's comfortable to touch and it's great to look at. So now I think we're going to go inside the car and sit next to it and talk about some more details.
Absolutely. Okay, Stephanie, this is our premium package, and obviously it has the same world-class materials and craftsmanship that we saw in the Premier Color Accent package with the soft IP.
Soft IP.
And we have genuine real aluminum finish panels. You can actually
and this is
feel
a
that.
It's texture
it is.
Than what we were looking at.
It is. It's a brush texture, and, and you can tell that this is real metal.
Yep.
This is not silver painted plastic. So a couple of things that we wanted to talk about here. Looking right in front of the driver's face, you've got this beautiful new steering wheel. You've got our new 2010 Pony, and this is a real aluminum
metal.
Stamped badge.
We were looking at these cars yesterday, and we touched that and went, it's cool.
Yeah, you can feel that.
It's actual metal.
And what's really nice is this brush matches the brush that's on the IP finish panels. So it's just I mean, if that's your statement and that's kind of your signature, we did it very high quality.
Absolutely.
So when we're looking at the gauge cluster, you'll notice that the gauge cluster is obviously, new, as is the rest of the interior. And you'll see that the chrome rings go full 360 around the gauges, unlike our Mustang of today. And we felt that it was really important to have them fully encircled by the chrome so that they matched the exhaust-inspired AC register outlets. And when we did that, we had a good thing happen, and we had a packaging issue. The good thing is that we shortened the tunnels, so now it's a lot easier for you to read the gauges. You're not looking down such a deep barrel. What we did in shortening this parking brake for 2010 is we gave a lot more room where we could locate the traction control, the hazard, and new for 2010 interior trunk release buttons. So that's a new feature that is new for 2010 Mustang. But when we looked at that, we said, these are generic car icons. You have the little icon with two little skid marks, looks like a little sombrero kind of skidding out of control, and then you've got the trunk release button. And we said, this Mustang deserves better than that. So we worked really hard to develop an icon that actually looks like the rear end of the Mustang, and we had to blow this up, you know, pretty big, probably as big as one of those hoods on screen.
Wow.
To be able to work on it, because when you shrink it down to that small size, it still has to look like the rear end of the Mustang. You'll see the tri-bar taillights,
right, and
the angled bottom edges there. For 2010, you now can coordinate your ambient lighting with the My Color cluster, which is a great way to customize your Mustang, because that's what the Mustang's all about. So starting off here, when you flip open the cup holder door, you'll see that we have the cup holders are accented, and then you also have the driver and passenger footwells, the map pockets, and what's really, really cool, for the very first time, you now have the Mustang in the door sills that light up, and that's lighting up through real aluminum. So when you change this, if you change your ambient lighting to red, or any one of the other 125 different combinations that you can make up on your own, your Mustang will light up as well. Now imagine, you know, going down the street in a convertible. It's going to look like you went and had the car customized yourself, but this came from Ford Motor Company.
So let's take a look at the outside.
Sounds 360 around on the exterior of the car. Every single piece of sheet metal is brand new, and one of the signatures of a Mustang, of course, is the tri-bar tail lamps. So we knew we had to do something special with that. And you can see they have a beautiful new shape, and they have 3 individual chambers. We brought LED lighting into the tail lamps for the first time. You can see there's a lot of ways that we tried to play with light and shadow in all of the surfaces of the car. And this is another great way to bring our chamfer, our bevel surface, which is this angled little area in here. And what that lets us do is really define the depth and dimension of the surfaces. Well, here we are at the front end of the new 2010 Mustang.
We have a new pony.
And this is where everything starts. This is a brand new pony for 2010. It's a lot leaner and a lot more athletic, a lot more chiseled, and that kind of set the tone for the surface language throughout the entire car. It went to the gym and lost a few pounds, and it's a lot more athletic, and it resides in this more aggressive shark nose front end that really describes the power and the horsepower, really, that's the signature of the Mustang, and that rises up into this beautiful new power dome hood. And again, you see a lot of the bevel and chamfer sculptures. It really plays with the light very well, and it really signifies, again, this is where the heart and soul of the Mustang is. This is the power plant.
It's always under the hood.
Always under the hood. You'll see again, as we move along the side of the car, these beautiful fender flares, which are now integrated and smoothed into the body.
And this great chiseled line here.
And you, again, check out this very subtle little fin. These are little details that you might not notice as first, but when you're out here, and one of the things that we always talk about is when we're sculpting these cars and designing these surfaces, think about when people are going to be washing the cars and how they actually run their hands over the surface. And you'll feel this beautiful little fin that's here. And again, if you look in our bloodline, I won't tell you which one yet, I'll let you find that out, but if you look in our bloodline, you'll see that this little fin here on the fender is a distinct Mustang Q as well.